Welcome back to Hey Kentucky. Some healthcare workers from right here in the Bluegrass have made their way to one of the worst hit areas of the United States. That is New York and New York City. We are pleased to welcome in Mira Daughtery. She is from Danville. She works at Ephraim McDowell Hospital there in Danville. And how long, Mira, now have you been in New York?
I arrived on April the 4th, and I started training, like learning their computer system on April the 6th. I think I've worked 5 shifts now. It's confusing because it's nights, so.
Now you said you maybe weren't, you've been a nurse for a long time. You might not be prepared for what you were gonna see. What was it like the first shift you had?
Completely overwhelming. I don't think I expected what I saw. When you walk in and it's a makeshift ICU, it is literally a giant room with 17 beds, no curtains. Everybody's on a ventilator. Everybody's on life support. Everybody. And nothing I've ever seen before. I pray that it doesn't hit our area.
Does it hit you that while these people are on ventilators and dying, that their families are not around?
That has been a really hard part for me, is that nobody should die alone. Nobody should die alone ever. And that's been like, no family, there's just nobody. It's just us. Like, we're doing the best we can to try to take care of you, but at the same time trying to make sure you're not alone.
Does exhaustion take over for you guys? I mean, I feel like you'd be wiped out at the end of a day.
Yes, absolutely. I am at the end of the day. I think I do good while I'm there, and I manage, I make it, I hold my composure, and then when it's done, I'm like, ooh, okay. And I've been lucky. I've only shed a tear or two, not too many.
Now, do you feel like you have all the PPE that you need?
No, I've been given, no. I have masks and I have hats. However, the face shield and the N95 mask, I've only been given one and I've used for every shift so far.
So you've used the same mask for every shift?
So far I have, yes.
Wow. How long?
And I know that there are nurses who, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
There are nurses that have used theirs for like probably and upwards to 3 weeks, the same N95.
Now, most of us are relying on what we hear and see on TV and saying that more testing is coming, more supplies are coming, the curve is flattening. You're there on what people are calling, the front lines. What would you like people to know what it looks like when you see it?
It's ugly, and people would stay home if they saw what we're seeing. People would stay home. People would comply and follow the rules, because people are dying alone, and nurses are getting COVID. Doctors are getting COVID. They're dying.
Do you think about that? About getting it yourself?
I do, but I try not to let that be my focus, because if I did, then I don't think I would be helpful. I came to make a difference. I came to help my fellow nurses. I came to be with patients who shouldn't die alone, and if I make that my focus, then I don't feel like I could do my job. So I just try to follow the rules and wash my hands like I'm supposed to, change my gloves like I'm supposed to, take off my PPE like I'm supposed to, and come home and strip down. I call it home, not home, but come to my little apartment I'm staying at, strip down at the door and straight to the shower.
Mira, I know this can't be easy, but it takes a special person to do what you are doing. I know there's a lot of people back here that love you and enjoy following your Facebook updates about, not enjoy, but are glad that you're doing them so that they can see that you are safe. And we hope you hurry back to the Bluegrass after taking care of folks up there. Thank you so much for joining us.
Oh, thank you so much for having me.
All right, Mira Daughtery, thank you so much. All right, more Hey Kentucky right after this.